Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about a big question that many people wonder about. In a world full of dating apps, where it's easy to be emotionally distant or just connect online, can we really have real relationships anymore? Nowadays, when we swipe left and right on our phones, the idea of what it means to connect seems to change. Many of us crave real friendships and love, yet these quick online chats can trick us into thinking we're close to someone without actually putting in the effort it takes to build a real bond. So come along as I explore how these new ways of dating affect our ability to create lasting connections and what we can do to cultivate real love in our increasingly digital world. This topic isn't just about romance. It's about friendship, being open and vulnerable, and trying to figure out why something as old as love seems so broken today. If you've ever been ghosted, felt emotionally drained, or found yourself in a confusing situationship, know that you're not alone in this. Many people are trying to navigate a dating world filled with short interactions and surface connections, all while hoping for something deeper, but often feeling scared of getting hurt. As we scroll through countless profiles and chat for just moments, the promise of real connection often fades into empty distractions, and we can feel more alone than ever. In the end, it's the hope for authentic relationships that keeps us searching for true closeness amidst all the disconnection. Modern love is filled with noise. We seem more connected than ever, yet we feel emotionally distant. We send funny memes instead of heartfelt notes. We hook up without ever truly opening up to each other. And when things get difficult, we just swipe away and look for something new. It feels easy, quick, and exciting. But underneath all that convenience, there's a quiet question lingering. Is this really all there is? As we scroll through endless profiles and curated posts, we chase short moments of attention and connection that leave us feeling empty. We post selfies to get likes, but rarely receive genuine smiles, and our digital chats replace those deep conversations that help us get to know one another. In a world overflowing with choices, we often choose surface-level interactions over deeper connections, all while longing for something real amid a sea of light chatter. Let's dive into the reality of our dating lives. Hookup culture is everywhere. Ghosting has become the norm. People talk about love as if it's something to buy instead of something to build. Somewhere along the way, it seems we've lost the skills and the courage to truly love. Our connections feel more like transactions, leading us to form relationships that are superficial at best. In this environment, being vulnerable feels like a weakness instead of a strength, making it much harder to create genuine connections. As we chase after quick thrills, we overlook the beauty of taking our time to develop relationships through shared experiences, which ultimately leads us away from true closeness. Let's take a moment to think about Erich Fromm, a psychoanalyst and philosopher who wrote a beautiful book about love back in the 1950s called The Art of Loving. Fromm argued that we treat love like a noun, something we fall into, or a feeling that just happens. But love isn't just a feeling. It's a verb, something we actively do. This way of thinking encourages us to view love as something we must work at and choose to commit to, rather than just wait for it to show up. By seeing love as something we need to actively pursue, we can deepen our connections and create richer, more fulfilling relationships that can last. According to Fromm, love is an art, just like painting, making music, or cooking. It takes practice, patience, effort, and knowing ourselves better. But in today's dating world, we skip these important steps. We want the excitement without the effort. We crave the spark but forget about compatibility. This rush leads to quick connections where first attraction overshadows deeper understanding. We swipe left and right, looking for immediate satisfaction while missing the richness that learning about each other can bring. In the end, the search for love becomes less about finding true meaning and more about chasing quick thrills, leaving many feeling disillusioned in their quest for genuine closeness. So what happens as a result? We date for new experiences instead of for depth. We seek validation instead of real intimacy. And when things get tough, we disappear. Fromm reminds us that true love is built on 4 essential things: care, responsibility, respect, and knowledge. Not just good vibes or passion, but those slow and meaningful commitments that can withstand the test of time. In a world so focused on quick moments and surface interactions, it's easy to forget what really matters. We chase after fun, but overlook the beauty of nurturing connections that require time and effort. Ultimately, the relationships that are strongest over time are those built on understanding and commitment, instead of just temporary sparks. Ask yourself, when was the last time you found that kind of love in your dating life? Now let's travel back in time to ancient Greece. In a work called Plato's Symposium, philosophers gather to talk about what love really is. Socrates shares a story from a wise woman named Diotima. She said that love is not just about physical attraction. Yes, it might start there, but it grows into something deeper, a desire for beauty of the soul and a wish to gain wisdom. Diotima explains that as we love, we rise higher, ultimately seeking the beauty of the divine. This dialogue sparks important conversations, encouraging thinkers to rethink their ideas about love and consider how it shapes our lives and helps us grow as individuals. Each voice adds depth to the discussion, creating a powerful reflection that is still meaningful today. According to Diotima, true love climbs a ladder, starting with desire for one body, moving on to wanting all beauty, then to loving the soul, seeking knowledge, and finally, arriving at love for the divine. It's not about getting stuck at the bottom of the ladder. It's about climbing upward, broadening our ideas of love beyond just physical attraction. As we ascend, we learn to see beauty not just in how someone looks, but in their ideas, wisdom, and the very nature of being human. This journey nurtures our spirits and leads to deeper connections that go beyond mere attraction. Ultimately, the love we create can become a quest for truth and a longing for something greater, pushing us to find the divine within ourselves and each other. But right now, we feel stuck. It's easy to circle back to just that first rung of the ladder. Dating apps make love feel like a game. Social media turns people into mere profiles. Relationships become something to strategize around instead of something to give ourselves to. And slowly, many of us stop believing in going deeper. We assume everyone is just here to waste time, so we stop investing in each other. As a result, love can turn into a cycle of emptiness. We swipe left and right, looking for excitement, but only finding brief moments of interest. Conversations stay shallow, filled with emojis and small talk that barely scratch the surface. As trust fades, showing true vulnerability feels way too risky, forcing many of us into a cycle where we feel alone despite pretending to connect. Ultimately, we trade meaningful relationships for quick moments, all while secretly wishing for something real. The irony here is that we all want love. Deep down, we really do, but we're scared of the vulnerability it requires, so we put up walls, hiding behind memes, sarcasm, and a carefree attitude. All of that is just protection against the fear of getting hurt. We scroll through endless feeds of funny posts, thinking that laughter can fill the void of true connection, while deep down, we long for something more substantial. Each joke we send out becomes armor against possible pain. Ironically, in our effort to seem relaxed, we often push ourselves into isolation, losing our grip on what it truly means to feel seen and understood. In this cycle, we forget how to accept our true emotions, blocking ourselves from experiencing the love we seek. Now, let's introduce Tantra. This isn't the overhyped version you might hear about. Tantra is a spiritual practice from India that sees union as not just physical or emotional, but something sacred. At its core, Tantra is about weaving together life, blending the individual with the universal. Through methods like meditation, breathing exercises, and mindful movements, practitioners learn to connect deeply with their own energy and the energies around them. This holistic approach helps people feel connected to themselves and each other, turning relationships into chances for spiritual growth and intimate exploration. By rediscovering Tantra, we can understand our bodies and relationships as pathways to enlightenment. In Tantra, bringing two people together is a way to reach something greater. It doesn't reject desire, but doesn't worship it either. It views intimacy as an energy, an awareness, a moment you share with someone. This way of thinking invites partners to explore the depths of their connection, creating a sacred partnership where their emotions can lead to a celebration of unity. Rather than just seeking physical pleasure, partners engage in a beautiful dance of spiritual exploration, where raw emotions become a celebration of coming together. Here, the act of being close to each other turns into something important, transcending everyday life and opening doors to deeper understanding of ourselves and our relationships. In Tantra, the aim of being together isn't just about taking from each other. It's about being conscious and aware. You don't use each other to escape who you are. Instead, you meet to truly see yourselves. This powerful approach highlights the importance of awareness. It invites individuals to explore the depths of their own being through the lens of connection. It encourages a dance of energy where two souls come together, not to control each other, but to grow in understanding and kindness. As partners connect in this sacred space, they create a profound closeness that goes beyond the physical and reveals hidden truths and vulnerabilities. Ultimately, this journey becomes a reflection, showing the beauty of discovering who we are through our shared experiences. Can you picture a relationship like that? One where physical touch is not just for show, but feels sacred? Where looking into each other's eyes doesn't feel awkward, but is divine? In such a relationship, vulnerability can thrive, and every moment shared feels like a precious ritual, bringing two souls together in a beautiful dance of understanding. Each laugh shared feels real, while every moment of quiet is filled with unspoken support. This is where both partners grow stronger, uplifted by the truth that they are cherished for who they really are, creating a haven of love that goes beyond the usual. Together, they build a truly special connection that offers both comfort and strength. We don't lack the ability to love, we lack practice in it. We've become experts at flirting, but we don't know how to listen. We know how to attract someone, but not how to stay committed. We glamorize chaos, but rarely show compassion. In a world focused on instant pleasure, the little details of real connection often slip away from us. We speed through one encounter after another, caught up in the thrill of the chase, yet we shy away from the deeper conversations that could lead to true intimacy. As we navigate these complex relationships, it becomes clear that understanding and empathy are skills that need to be learned and practiced, allowing us to move beyond surface chatter and into the space of meaningful love. Because compassion isn't flashy, it doesn't go viral, it doesn't sell, but it's the only thing that can keep two people together when the initial excitement fades. In a world captivated by quick moments and superficial connections, the gentle strength of true empathy often gets overlooked. While relationships may start with attraction and excitement, it is the tender moments of understanding and support that build lasting bonds. When life gets tough, it's this deep caring that lets us weather challenges together, transforming passing sparks into lasting flames. Ultimately, it is compassion that breathes true life into love, allowing it to thrive beyond quick attractions. If you're still watching, think about this. Are you really ready to love, or do you just crave the feeling of being desired? It's important to tell the difference between real affection and the temporary thrill of attention. True love needs you to be vulnerable and willing to share your true self, while desire often comes from not feeling secure and needing validation instead of deep connection. Take a moment to think about the feelings you have when you connect deeply with someone versus when you feel excited just because you are wanted. Recognizing this difference can help lead to healthier relationships and a better understanding of what it means to truly love and be loved. Most people today chase the feeling of being chosen but miss the importance of choosing to love someone. They seek validation from others, measuring their worth by how much others like them instead of accepting themselves. In a world where popularity often trumps real fulfillment, the search for others' approval can take away from finding joy in our own choices. This creates a cycle where we depend on momentary affirmations, leaving ourselves feeling unsatisfied and restless. True empowerment happens not when we wait for others to choose us, but when we see our own worth and shape our own paths. But love, real love, is work. Not work in a way that tires us out, but in a sacred manner. It's something you build, nurture, and protect when it feels fragile, water it when it feels dry. It takes patience and dedication, just like taking care of a delicate garden that flourishes with attention. When good times come, you celebrate together, and during tough times, you face the storms side by side. Every experience, whether sweet or bitter, becomes a thread that strengthens your bond, making it more resilient. Ultimately, love is not merely a feeling. It's a commitment to be there, to give, and to cherish the connection that you share, turning it into something beautiful and lasting. So where do we go from here? First, we stop blaming dating culture. Dating culture is just people, and people can change. Second, we take responsibility for our patterns, for our wounds, for how we show up. Third, we unlearn the fantasy. Love will not fix you. It will reveal you. And that revelation can be painful, yes, but it can also be the most honest thing you ever feel. Fourth, we practice. Start small. Love your friends better. Listen more. Judge less. Learn the love languages. Heal your attachment style. Communicate when it's hard. Apologize when it matters. Stay when it's boring. Don't give up when it's no longer aesthetic. In this journey, we cultivate patience and empathy. We create space for vulnerability and authenticity, recognizing that connection thrives on honesty. Ultimately, we redefine love as a growth process rather than a destination, understanding that every step brings us closer to ourselves and each other. Because real love isn't perfect, it's just real. And in a world full of performative perfection, real is the most radical thing you can be. Embracing authenticity allows us to connect more deeply, revealing the beauty in our flaws and vulnerabilities. When we show our true selves, we inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of honesty and acceptance. In a society obsessed with curated images and filtered lives, it takes courage to stand bare in our imperfections. But this is where true strength lies, in the unpolished moments that resonate most profoundly with others. By celebrating our genuine selves, we challenge the status quo and foster a culture where honesty reigns supreme. If this video resonated with you, drop your thoughts in the comments. What has modern love felt like for you? Has it been a whirlwind of excitement, filled with fleeting connections, or a more profound journey seeking genuine intimacy? Many are navigating a complex landscape of emotions, influenced by technology and shifting societal norms. What are you hoping to build instead? Perhaps you crave something more enduring, like a partnership rooted in trust and understanding. Let's spark a conversation about what love truly means in today's world. Share your experiences and dreams, and together we can explore the essence of meaningful relationships. And if you want more honest, philosophy-rich documentaries like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because love might not be easy, but it's still worth it. And maybe the first step isn't finding the right person. Maybe it's learning how to be the right presence. Understanding that love begins with self-awareness can transform our approach to relationships. It's about nurturing our own hearts and being content in our solitude before seeking companionship. When we cultivate empathy, patience, and kindness within ourselves, we become better equipped to share those gifts with others. Ultimately, love flourishes when it is rooted in mutual respect and understanding, forging deeper connections that withstand life's inevitable challenges. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.